This is our Egypt and Sudan gallery at Manchester Museum, and this is the inner coffin lid of a woman named Asru who lived in Thebes in ancient Egypt about 2700 years ago. It's covered in many of ancient Egypt's gods and goddesses. They were a polytheistic society, which meant, like the ancient Greeks and ancient Romans and other Mediterranean societies, they worshipped multiple gods, dozens, sometimes even hundreds. And we can see lots of them here, depicted in a way that would have helped the dead person on their journey through to the afterlife. So, for instance, we can see the ibis-headed Thoth, the god of magic. We can see Horus, the son of Osiris, and we can see Nephthys and Isis. But the most important god here, and probably one of the most important gods in the pantheon of gods in ancient Egypt, is found at the bottom here, and this is Osiris. There is also a statue of Osiris here. Now, we can tell that this is Osiris, most notably because of the long teardrop-shaped crown, which is flanked by two ostrich feathers. The ostrich feathers and the crown, they signify pharaonic rulers and divine rule. The snake coming out of the front of his head, known as the Uraeus, the traditional pharaonic beard coming out of his chin, but probably what he's most known for and how he's most easily recognized is the shepherd's crook and the flail that he carries in his crossed arms at the front. Now, Osiris's story was quite brutal. According to ancient Egyptian mythology, he was brutally murdered and dismembered into 14 pieces by his jealous brother Set. His consort Isis and her sister Nephthys tirelessly searched for the scattered body remains and put them all back together again, wrapping them up in the bandages that you can see here, effectively becoming the first mummy in ancient Egyptian history. One of the other features that you can't quite see on this statue or this image here, probably because the paint has faded, is the colour of Osiris's skin. He was usually portrayed as having either green or black skin. Osiris was the god of fertility and rebirth, so that fertility was often shown in green to suggest the vegetation and the flourishing plant life during the annual flooding of the Nile. Sometimes his face was black. That was also to represent the rich, fertile black soil of Egypt. His son, Horus, who we can see here, after Osiris's death, Horus vowed revenge on Set, Osiris's brother, and waged an endless war of good versus evil against him. Following Osiris's death, he became the ruler of the underworld. So he wasn't just a god of fertility and of rebirth, he was god of the underworld, the duat, where it was thought that all the souls of ancient Egypt's dead went to reside, and they would face judgment at the hands of another goddess called Mart. She would weigh your heart against an ostrich feather, and if you were seen to be out of balance, you would be condemned to the fiery pits of the underworld, and your heart would be eaten by the bestial creature known as Amit, which we can see sat there with an almost canine-like body. If your heart was seen as in balance with the feather, you were granted into the eternal afterlife and you would merge with Osiris himself.